What up, what up? This the Cold Hard Facts Podcast with DNA.
And Kuda Buggin. Still fucking y'all sisters and cousins, nigga.
What's up, y'all? I know y'all probably seen us online. If y'all seen us online, we sorry, we apologize. We had technical difficulties. And if you hear my mother in the background, she's cursing out somebody or possibly just talking to a friend. She's loud. Excuse her for that. And also, I'm loud, so I'm going to try to get as loud as my mother, louder than my mother. So, excuse that. We in hard times, bro. We got to work with the system. We got to work with what we have. But we glad to be here on a Wednesday. Glad to be talking about some hip-hop on a Wednesday. And it's hump day. Whatever you want to call it. You feel me?
Hunky bitch day.
Right.
Fuck a WCW.
Right.
I fucks WCWs. You feel me?
Right. So, today we're going to talk about beef and also the state of hip-hop right now and shit, you know. Because there's a lot of beef going on and there's a lot of hip-hop shit going on. That some people don't even know what the fuck hip-hop means. Like, they just doing the shit and they think it's hip-hop, but it's not really hip-hop. We're going to give you definition of hip-hop and our definition of hip-hop. And also, I'm going to give you my definition of what's going on right now and why they're calling it hip-hop. Like, because some of these artists is like singing and rapping and that's not hip-hop. I know Drake made it famous, but like we gotta like, you know, scale it down and really give it a genre now because it's getting out of hand and everybody doing it.
Just because you put rhymes together don't make it hip hop.
Exactly, like that's rap. Like some people got the definition, oh, hip hop is poetry, you know, and all that, and it's real struggles and stuff like. And rap was what the Migos do, not to diss them or anything like that. You know, fashion, money, cars, clothes, and all that shit.
Yeah, man, if you just putting words together, I ain't really talking about nothing, but you just good at, you know what I mean, different flows and putting rhymes together.
Right.
You just rapping.
Right, you're not gonna be here for years and years and years. You know, that's not gonna have not gonna have no longevity with that shit. Like for real, if you just putting rhymes together and words together and shit that rhyme, you're not gonna have no longevity in that shit. Like for real,
hip hop have a meaning to it. You know what I mean?
Yeah, for real.
It's art imitating the streets,
for real.
Not streets imitating the art.
Right. So that's I got a definition on basically the sing and rap shit, and it's hip hop is what I'm calling it, and that's what Drake is doing. Although I give it to him, he got bars. He has bars. It's the side A was the prominent side of his Scorpion album. I said that already. I discussed that already. Just wanted to give it another heads up, you know, because it was the prominent side. It was majority rapping on the A side of the album. And yes, he does have bars, but he's also singing too. And he's the forefront. He's the one that, you know, just perfected it. And then others, so on, has done it after him. And some before him, you know, and some after him have succeeded in ways.
Life is just, in full circle, is just a copycat league.
For real. That was our first episode. You can go back to our first episode and just, you know, listen to that.
You know?
But,
Dirk Nowitzki started shooting threes. Now every big man want to shoot threes.
Right. Exactly. There was a lot of prominent big men in life that shot some threes and became amazing at it. But like I was saying, like I call it hip hop because of, you know, these Post Malone is pop. Like he's not hip hop, so we're just gonna call him hip hop. All right, because like he's not he never rapped really to me. He always sung. White Iverson that was singing all the way down to the like. All he did was said some stuff that rappers usually say. I'm saucing, ooh. That's super mainstream and super pop.
Man.
You know, like a lot of people think it's hip hop. Like a lot of if it came once it came to mainstream media, like once he got so prominent and it's so known, yes, they're gonna say it's hip hop because of what he's saying in the rhymes.
I mean, catch him on catch that Breakfast Club interview. It's a reason why Charlamagne can't stand that nigga.
Right, yeah. So I mean, you know, like, I'm not dissing Post Malone by any means, though. I'm just, you know, stating facts. It's not hip hop. It's not hip hop. Like everybody who's singing and rapping, they're not hip hop. Like where the fuck is P&B rock at? Where the fuck is A Boogie with the Hoodie at? Like all of them are singing, rapping, and they're not really known. Ain't nobody really talking about them right now.
New York niggas love A Boogie.
Man, I never listened to that nigga. They Drake copycats to me. They like straight up because they making songs that's gonna be perceived by 85% women, like, and only 15% of us niggas gonna like it. Like not all of us is gonna like it. I'm one of those niggas who don't like it. Like for real. I'm not trying to diss nobody though, but if those two, I don't think gonna have longevity. You hear about them now? Hell no. Not as much as the people that came around in they class. So yeah. My bad. I know y'all probably heard that. But anywho, yeah, people gonna always categorize the stuff as hip hop because they're saying a lot of hip hop things. And we all know Post Malone didn't write Rockstar. It was written by Joey Badass and T-Pain. We already heard the reference track. So the state of hip hop is at a sad state. Sad to say, but it's at a very sad state where everybody is singing and rapping both. Everybody has took
everybody on, just copying each other.
Right, and everybody, but everybody is doing the same things.
I mean, especially when you got a nigga and you sign a nigga that sounds just like you.
Right.
Young Thug and Gunna. Not to put nobody out there, but bro sound just like him, man. I can't. Gunna probably got some nice bars. He probably got some nice songs, but I just can't do it.
Yeah.
It's too like.
I definitely can do it.
It goes against the grain of everything that I stand for, really.
Yeah.
You got to be an individual, man. He sounds too much like his mentor.
Yeah. But it's not.
I mean, Ice Cube, you know what I mean? I grew up on Ice Cube. That's my favorite rapper of all time, but I don't sound like the nigga.
Right. So, I mean, it goes back to me saying like yeah, this it's hip hop. Like a lot of these niggas make it hip hop, not hip hop. Like, if you notice how I'm using pop instead of hop, like for real. I don't know any other way to say it because it's like a lot of these people got a lot of white fans, like the ones who sing. A lot of these people got a lot of white fans, and that's good. That's great. You're supposed to have a diverse crowd. You're not supposed to have the same, niggas in there or people in there. I'm sorry to use the word niggas, but same people in there of one race. You're supposed to have diversity, like for real. It's good to have that. And a lot of people don't understand that, and nobody has ever gave it, a genre. Like nobody has ever gave this a genre, and it should be given a genre. Like if I could find a way, I'll find a way right now to categorize, like really take all this because it's like fucking with the culture, like. And now that the internet is so, big and large, now that social media is so big and large, niggas is, really categorizing everybody as hip hop. Like, no, it's hip hop. Like, for real. Like, niggas is not really saying nothing special. Like, really, is anybody saying something special to like, oh, that was hard to you, bro? Anybody saying something special that's like, oh wow, I gotta hear that again. Repeat. Anybody saying something special?
If they do, they don't get no time.
Right. So
we at a stage where niggas that can actually rap don't get no shine.
Like for real, no, none. I mean, some of them are not all of them, but
like,
you know.
do you even like when you listen to music? Do you even listen for punchlines anymore?
Right. Like a lot of people not getting as much recognition as other people. Fab not getting as much recognition. Jordan Lucas not getting as much recognition. Jid not getting as much recognition. Like YBN Corday not getting as much recognition. He getting a little bit now, you know, but not as much, you know. Like a lot of people, a lot of people just getting have the same flow, but don't have any. They're not talking about anything, and a lot of people is doing that same. Like Eminem said, I know a lot of people didn't even like this album, this last album that he put out, Kamikaze. I know a lot of people didn't like that album, still didn't like that, and it sounds like
my man's. He the greatest at putting words together.
Yeah. So
he wasn't really talking about nothing either. To be honest with you, and that's Eminem. So to show you I ain't biased, I'm letting you know.
Right.
He ain't really talking about nothing either. He's just the greatest at putting words together.
Yeah, he's essentially just a wordsmith. He's just a wordsmith. I can agree with that. I can completely agree. Like I'm biased. I'm unbiased too on this. Like I'm gonna give my unbiased and biased opinion. Like to be honest. Like, and it's gonna come with along with a lot of facts. Like because a lot of people not understand that like Kamikaze was basically an explanation of of you know the last album. Basically why it was so trash. You know. I've said this before. I would never speak on Revival, how trash it was, because I didn't listen. And that's because I knew not to listen. So, that's my short answer. But I gave my long answer in the episode, in that episode, that 1 hour episode. So, Kamikaze was basically put there to where, yeah, I listened to y'all last. Now this is what I got to say. Basically, that's what the fuck it was. And it was a few filler songs that didn't really matter. Like, Nice Guy, Good Guy, that shit was trash. Like, I didn't too much care for that. And the Stepping Stone joint was, you know, dedicated to D12. We all know that, if you listened. But, yeah, I'm not going to give my full review on that. But, let's move on. Let's move on. To Beef.
My favorite rapper is retired. See what it feel like. Somebody, it's a PSA going out. Somebody tell me where Lloyd Banks is at.
Yeah, somebody tell him where Lloyd Banks at, man. If he's really retired, then let us know, man. I don't know.
God damn it, man. I ain't heard a song from this nigga in about 2 years, nigga. Banks, we fiending for you, dog. Come on. The Punchline King, we need you, man.
Yeah. But like I was saying, let's get to the topic. What's beef? Yeah, beef has been the only thing to me. I'm just gonna say this out loud, and for people to hear, and for Kuda Buggin to hear. He didn't know I was gonna say this. Beef is to me is the only thing that's keeping hip hop alive. Like for me. It's the only thing that's keeping hip hop alive. Like for real. That's cause hip hop is a sport, man. Like really, it's a sport, man. Like anybody who's buddy in hip hop, like nah, dismiss that shit. Like, I mean, I know Drake and Meek just just made up and shit. That was for hip hop, yes, but also like it was grievances. Like if anybody knows, like. I think
beef and hip hop don't matter no more, man. Don't nobody know what beef is no more, man.
I think they
ain't nobody going on record actually battling each other.
Well,
These
that
trash
just go
ass,
back to Control. He was calling out everybody.
These trash ass niggas, man.
I mean, Control, Kendrick was calling out everybody. So it was like,
Would you really want to hear Trippie Redd and 6ix9ine on wax? Beef, would you really want to hear it?
no, I don't want to hear that.
All right, nobody want to hear these trash ass niggas don't know what.
What they don't really make hip hop to me though. They make hip hop. Hip hop. They make hip hop. It's like the rappers that actually rap, like Jid and Big Sean and Wale and 2 Chainz and all of them.
And these niggas ain't got no actual disdain or ill will towards each other, man. When they see each other, they go dap each other up. They ain't really trying to fight.
That's cool. I'm just talking about the sport, like, and beef. Like, it's no more of that shit. Like, it's like, that's the only thing that I feel like is keeping it alive. To me. That's just to me, though.
Between who?
Between anybody. Because, like, nowadays, when has lyricism been important? Like, for real. Like, it's no celebration for lyricists no more. So I feel like there's no celebrations for lyrics no more.
So what lyrical battle is keeping it alive?
The shit. Only one that's interesting and everybody talk about is MGK and Eminem. That's it. Right now, because everybody used to like every time it was beef though. It was always some type of altercation though. Like
ain't
back
no
in
more 50 Cent versus Ja Rule. Ain't no more Jay-Z and Nas. Ain't no more Lynch Mob versus NWA. That's Ice Cube versus NWA, rather. Ain't no more T.I. versus Lil Philip. You know what I mean? What y'all want to see? Some Chief Keef versus Lil JoJo? Rest in peace.
Man, I don't
Ain't
know.
no more Twista versus Bone Thugs.
Yeah.
Dr. Dre versus Eazy-E. State Property, that's Beanie Siegel in them, versus Jadakiss them. Ain't no more of that. KRS-One versus Nelly. Ain't no more.
Yeah, man. It's just crazy.
All them had bars, so you wanted to listen. Don't nobody want to hit no Trippie Redd versus 6ix9ine.
Yeah.
Don't nobody want to hit no Lil Uzi Vert versus Rich the Kid.
Yeah. They should just fight. That's all I want to see.
Niggas don't want to see them fight. These niggas ain't gonna fight. They can't fight.
Yeah, that's true too.
Punks go pull out a gun and shoot each other.
Yeah, that's true too. Yeah, so I mean, a lot of people wondering though, like, how that shit got started with MGK and Eminem. So I'm gonna break it down for everybody who's dumb as fuck and don't know shit. And also, I'm gonna break it down for motherfuckers who don't really know shit about bars, because it's obvious that Eminem won, but also it's obvious that MGK just doing it for publicity and trying to get his name back out there, because he hasn't been hot since Wild Boy. He hasn't been hot since then.
Is that all the way his fault? I mean,
it's Diddy fault too. Shit,
yeah,
it's Diddy fault too.
He is signed to that nigga. After you do one album with Diddy, he's done with you.
Yep, that's true.
That nigga don't care about none of his artists. He go tell you he do, but he don't. Just look at his track record.
Yeah, we not gonna really explain.
Where's Black Rob and G Dep at?
If you don't
Crickets.
know, that's whoa.
Crickets.
Yeah, that's big crickets. Like, that's big crickets. Like, a lot of crickets. Like, for real. Like, ain't nobody really paying attention too much to MGK until now. Like, wasn't nobody paying attention. But let me go ahead and break it down. So, they're both for the same label. That's obvious. Also, MGK got word that Eminem was gonna diss him. So it was on SoundCloud. Rap Devil was on SoundCloud before he made a video and put it up on iTunes. That's obvious. Just look it up, people, if you think I'm fucking lying. I just got this information yesterday, so don't really look at me I didn't report on this on my Twitter or anything like that because I wanted to save it for the podcast. That's obvious. I had to come with the facts. So, after that, of course, Eminem did not know that he knew he could get, like he said in the interview, you can give a fuck about your career, MGK, obvious. But this is so big for the label, and Universal is under, Universal holds on to Interscope. That's the big company that holds on to Interscope. So they're loving this right now. That anybody talking about this beef, that anybody is playing their records. And now, last night, Killshot is now on every streaming service. Because at first it was just on YouTube and on AudioMac. First it was just on them two.
I just need one of them to come with another song. Because we in danger. Like, I don't care really quick.
Like, yeah, that's true. And if people don't know, Machine Gun Kelly do have a EP coming on Friday. It's called Binge. I'm sure he's gonna freaking diss Eminem again. And they say it was people are talking about now that MGK went on stage and opened up for Fall Out Boy. He turned around, told everybody to put the middle finger up, take a picture of him, and take a picture with me putting the middle finger up, but he did not show.
Why is a rapper opening up for a rock band anyway?
Oh,
it's just a random question.
I mean, okay. MGK. He's got a white fan base more than a black fan base. So Amazing wants to make, and he make pop hits. I've looked at his catalog. He make pop stuff. He don't make rap records really. That's another little issue that we ain't gonna talk about. But he make pop songs. He don't make rock songs. Rap songs. So this is the first time he made a rap record since fucking Wild Boy. Like, he doesn't make really no rap songs that we're interested in. Who was still listening to MGK before this? Like, nobody. Anywho,
just keep it entertaining, cause
everybody,
the battle that everybody want, you're not gonna get.
I don't think so.
The man's retired. Just leave him alone.
But yeah, it's there's a lot of people also saying that he got booed. I'm sure he did get booed because when he started to play that, it did. I did hear from the original footage. I did hear some boos, but it just wasn't as loud as the edited footage. It was two different footages, if anybody knows. But yeah, man, that shit is everybody should know by now that Eminem's record was way harder than Rap Devil, like MGK's record. Like, come on, bro. Like, like it was so hard. Like, I feel like Eminem shouldn't have responded. Me personally, I feel like he shouldn't have responded because of he's good enough. Eminem is good enough to not respond.
I think he should have, because you called him out, and then you a rappity rap nigga. So if a nigga diss you, you gotta rap. That's just the rules of it.
No, I feel like he didn't have to, mainly because you feeding into the internet, and the internet always wins.
He didn't have to do it right away.
Yeah, that's true. He didn't.
But he had to respond.
That's the thing. That's the thing with the internet.
You can't poke at niggas and not expect them to react. Nicki Minaj. Shout out to the Barbs.
Anyway, but I'm gonna go ahead and look up the lyrics. Anybody who gives a fuck, I'm gonna go ahead and look up the lyrics. Rap Devil first.
Damn, a whole lyric breakdown?
Yeah. Not the whole thing, bro. I'm not gonna go too far. I'm gonna go to Rap Devil first, because if anybody thinks this is hard, let me know. Let me know if you hear a hard bar. Somebody grab some clippers. His fucking beard is weird. Talking tough from a rapper paying millions for security a year. I think my dad's gone crazy. Yeah, Haley, you right. Dad is always cooped up in the studio yelling at the mic. Yo, like what? What was hard about that? What was hard about that? Anybody knows?
Because it was all insults, which is it's part of battle rap. You gotta be disrespectful and insult a nigga.
But it was like grade school bars to me. Like I give him praise because he came at a wordsmith and came at somebody who you shouldn't really fucking come for. You shouldn't really. That's Eminem, 50 Cent. Those are the fucking kings of diss records. I feel like they're the fucking kings. That's two who you should never fucking come at. They're together for a reason too. Like I felt like God said, "Oh, Eminem or 50 Cent, you're okay. Yeah, you got shot 9 times. Oh, but we're gonna push you with Eminem and Dr. Dre." So yeah, like shit like that you don't fuck with. You don't fuck with them too. Like when it comes to diss records, like you don't fuck with them. I mean, anybody remember Piggy Bank? Anybody here?
Being honest, 50 last actual beef with Rick Ross. You know, I'm a 50 fan, right?
Right.
So I'm gonna be honest with you. The man lost.
50? He lost with Officer Ricky and
the Pimpin' Curly.
Pimpin' Curly.
All that was entertaining. Yeah. The whole battle. If you just doing entertainment and all that for it, okay, he won the entertainment part. But I'm talking about just straight records. Officer Ricky versus, what was it, Mafia Music? Which record was better, honestly? He lost.
Well, hey, everybody got their own opinion, but I still say 50 won 51.
He lost the lyrical battle. Now the entertainment battle, he won. So that's the thing with 50. You know what I mean? You getting into an entertainment and lyrical battle. Most of the time, the entertainment battle you gonna lose with 50.
Yeah. All right, let's go into Kill Shot now. Rihanna just hit me on a text last night. I left hickeys on the neck. Wait, you just dissed me? I'm perplexed. And saw me in a line complimentary on the next. Damn, I'm really sorry you want me to have a heart attack. I was watching 8 Mile on my Naughty track. If don't nobody know what Naughty track is, it's an old model of a treadmill. He went back and listened to Rap Devil, heard that he said something about a treadmill, and then he dissed him on it. Okay, but that wasn't even the hardest bar on there. Now, let's see which one. He called him Stan. Here's that autograph. Here's the autograph for daughter. I wrote it on the starter cap. So that was dope too. Let's see. But he said, I'm 45. I'm still outselling you by 29. I had 3 albums that had Blue by 29. So Machine Gun Kelly is about 28, 29. By the time he was like Eminem Show and came out, Martha Maller's LP, and his shit was like 2 of his albums was Diamond and shit. He sold 30 million plus off them albums. Like, come on, bro. And I think your first album went gold. Second album went gold. Like, come on, bro. Like, he came with the facts. Okay.
Yeah, but numbers don't mean nothing in battle rap. Ain't nobody counting how many platinum records you got.
Yeah, that's true.
And when it's a lyrical battle.
And he also said, I'd rather be 80-year-old me than 20-year-old you.
It sounds like a normal person getting into a verbal altercation with somebody that graduated from Harvard.
Yeah, pretty much.
That's what this battle is, pretty much.
Yeah, pretty much, man. Man, it's like wow, crazy.
It's like Donald Trump going against Barack Obama in a debate.
Yep. Yeah, man, shit's crazy. What was that line I'm looking for? What was that line? It's something about Jadakiss I'm trying to find. I can't find it. I'm looking for it. But, anywho, like I was saying, it was a Jadakiss line that was really fucking hard. That was the best line in the whole fucking song. And Haley's middle name is Jade, so that's why it worked so well with it. And the Locks part, Jadakiss. If anybody don't know that, then they should just jump off a bridge right now or something. Because
it's a new generation, though, man.
Niggas,
a lot of you idiots don't know who Jadakiss is.
Yeah, they don't, obviously. But shit's crazy. This shit's crazy. This is one of them disses to where you shouldn't, like, the warning should have told you not to fuck with this nigga, but yeah. Obviously, yeah, kill shot. I'm pretty sure if Machine Gun Kelly comes out with another diss, I'm sure Eminem is not going to come out with another diss after. I'm almost 100% sure because it's like almost like
he better because
after another diss, how good can it get really? I'm just
until you making a nigga give up.
I don't know.
That's what battle is. You gotta kill a nigga.
I don't know. How good of a diss can he do better than Rap Devil? You think can do better than Rap Devil? I don't think so, bro. I honestly don't. I honestly don't, bro.
If you could keep insulting a nigga, it'll still be entertaining.
The insults got to be better than third graders, like for real, or fourth graders. It gotta be better. Like, cause all he said was he was old, and he's yelling at the mic and shit like that, like dying of old age and shit like that.
Talking about the nigga style, and he kind of took some of Eminem flows in the song.
Yeah, that's true. He did do that. But yeah,
you gotta be disrespectful. The more disrespectful, the better.
Yeah, that's true. But a lot of disses that came before this one we talking about now has really been black versus black. This is the first time I've seen white versus white.
How many white rappers is it, really?
It's a lot of nice ones. There's a lot of nice ones, but they don't get the type of recognition that Eminem or MGK got. Well, MGK's getting. Anywho. But it's damn near, it's very entertaining. I doubt that Eminem is doing the video for Kill Shot. I doubt that very seriously. But yeah, man, I'm all for this. I wanted to go longer, but like I said, I don't think it's going any longer. The next diss track gotta be so hard to make me say he canceled out Kill Shot. If I don't feel like he canceled out Kill Shot, I will say that on the next episode. Because by the time the next episode comes is when we've heard the next diss towards Eminem that MGK is gonna bring. Because like I said, he is coming out with an EP. Of course he's gonna diss him on the next one. Of course he's gonna diss him on it. He's got no choice. No choice.
You need people to listen to your music. You got an EP coming. It worked. It's all strategy.
Right. And I'm sure Interscope is freaking loving this. So
fuck the record label. Do what you want.
Right. No, Interscope is cool. You know, it brought us some of the best songs ever. Most of the best songs Some the timeless most.
Until streaming took over.
Yeah, until streaming took over. Right, exactly. So yeah, man.
Ain't nobody even on Interscope no more. Them niggas lost 50, lost Banks, like they lost Game, they lost Buck. They lost pretty much their whole, their whole empire.
Right.
No pun intended.
Yeah, man. Shit's crazy. But some of the best diss records was in the 90s. No Vaseline, Hit 'Em Up, Who Shot Ya.
And Beef was actually Beef back then.
Yeah.
It wasn't just on the record, man. Y'all seen Straight Outta Compton, man.
Oh,
Ruthless Records and Lynch Mob in the middle of the mall. They got down, nigga.
For real.
All of fist fighting and shit.
Damn, I'm glad y'all set it off. For real. I was like, yeah.
Man, they knew they was dead.
Yeah, they had to. They had to know they was dead. But
what made them? The man went solo and they said nothing about him. So what made them diss him anyway?
Right, I don't know.
And then you was rapping with a nigga for years. Like y'all grew up with the man. Y'all knew what type of lyrical powers he had.
Right, man.
What made y'all be dumb and commit that suicide anyway?
Yeah, man. Shit's crazy. But but I want to also say that Eminem. I mean not Eminem, but Nas.
I'm still
Jay-Z.
mad. Still mad at T.I. for ending Lil Flip career.
Hey, I'm not. But Eminem. I mean not Eminem. Why I can't say Eminem? But Nas and Jay-Z ended their beef, and they cool. Now.
Did they though?
Bro, they cool now.
They may be cool, but Pete. Jay-Z is a methodical nigga. Now, when that album, when Nas' album came out, right?
You gonna bring this
Look,
shit up?
When the album came out, right? Why did he drop the album with Beyonce the same day?
It came a day after.
He knew what he was doing.
Came a day after.
When that album came out. Did anybody listen to Nas?
It only came on title. Chill.
Did anybody listen to Nas after that?
Chill.
You gonna tell me that wasn't on purpose?
It didn't get to Apple Music and Spotify till Monday. At least he waited. It was on a couple days.
Yeah, but I bet you New York radio ain't had one Nas song after that.
Oh my god.
They had not. That cop shot the kid. It got stopped. Soon as the album dropped, nigga. You tell me that wasn't on purpose, nigga.
Okay.
Nigga did that on purpose.
We do petty things all the time in life, when we don't like each other or respect one another, but we don't forget what the fuck you did.
Right. You respect the nigga all you want, but he jabbing that nigga.
I ain't gonna speak too much on that, but I bang Ether more than takeover. Thank you. Anywho,
man, Jay-Z the greatest of all time, nigga.
I still bang Ether more than Takeover, even though I love the Blueprint. But yeah, I still bang Ether more than Takeover.
If you see a Jay-Z album, say you see the Blueprint in there, and then you see Illmatic in there, and you only got $10. Which album you gonna buy? The Jay-Z album or not? Would you buy Jay-Z whole collection? And you got Nas' whole collection, and you only got $10, and you can only get one collection for that $10. Which collection is you grabbing? Ain't nobody finna say no Nas. See, it took you too long. You want to say Nas?
I didn't think the question was for me. I'm good. The question can be for the people. I'm good. I would not answer that.
Out.
I'm not gonna answer that, man. I'm not answering that.
Copping out.
I'm not answering it simply because I don't want to ruin the show.
Nigga want to say Nas so bad.
I don't want to say Nas. I got more Nas albums right now in my CD booklet than I have Jay-Z. And that's only simply because I didn't like Kingdom Come too much. Though Kingdom Come was pretty decent.
How many times niggas listen to CDs nowadays?
I mean,
what's in your stream subscription?
All right. I do have more Jay-Z right now in my...
Yeah.
I went to title for Jay-Z, so
ain't nobody waking up in the morning Talk about some. I think I'm gonna listen to It Was Written Today. And you got all this Jay-Z discography.
Yeah, I do got Jay-Z whole discography now. That's the main reason why I went to Tidal. But they got more shit on there. More things for a music head like myself. They got more music than Apple Music that I particularly enjoy. So that's why I like the Tidal. But anyway, we're going to be back at you next week. We will not miss a week again. We're sorry for missing that 1 week we said we wouldn't miss. But anywho, we will be back next week. More information will be on my Twitter. It will also be on this Twitter, the Cold Hard Facts Podcast Twitter. And we'll see you next week.